So ironically, the Monterey pine, which is actually thriving in this country and around the world as a cultivated species, is under real threat in its home range around Monterey in California. There's a bark beetle which is causing an enormous amount of damage to native stands of Monterey pine, and they're now one of the world's rarest trees in that part of the world. So, but that in itself is representative of disease and climate threats to trees around the world, and including in Britain and on Exmoor. We've seen huge amounts of loss from ash dieback, from Phytophthora, from other pests and diseases. There's a number of diseases that are just waiting in the wings. We've got acute oak decline, we've got the oak processionary moth, which are now well established and moving west, and they're going to cause a huge amount of damage if we can't keep them under control. So we've got to be incredibly vigilant and incredibly careful in terms of monitoring and responding to these pest and disease threats, because climate change is having an impact as well, with milder winters. A lot of these native fungi are changing their habitat, and some of these introduced species are responding in an unknown way and are spreading quite dramatically. So we've got to be incredibly careful and conscious of the effect of pests and diseases and that toxic mix with climate change as well. So we need to think and plan our woodland management and our woodland creation to make our woods more resilient to these kind of threats from climate change and pests and diseases.